Hi, it's Miss White, your favorite math teacher. Today we're going to look over finding the slope from a graph. We're going to have a whole unit on slope. It'll be over the next couple of days because I want to review that concept again. It's pretty difficult for some and not as difficult for others, so I want to just make sure we have a better understanding of it. So what we do is we are given today graphs, coordinate planes. And you'll notice in all of the coordinate planes that I have here, they're all in the positive section. So today we're dealing pretty much in the positive section. So remember what we did was when we were asked to find it from a graph, we would find 2 points that had the exact location where they crossed over an exact point. So if you look here on this graph, it crosses over right here. And it also crosses over right here. Now, if you're taking a good look at the video, you can see what I mean by crosses over, where it makes the perfect intersection. So the first point is going to be 3, 2. Remember, x is first and then y. So 1, 2, 3, up 2. So I come over here and I write 3, 2. Then I go back to the graph and I look at the other point, and it is 5, right 5, and up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be 5, 6. Now, the one thing that I do recommend is that you label your ordered pairs. They are ordered because they go XY, which means they have a particular order, XY. So in the formula, you can see that they have these labeled, and we call these little numbers, they're not mathematical, they're subscripts to just identify. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to label my ordered pairs. So I'm going to have x1, y1, x2, y2. Now, I recommend doing them all that way, because that way you don't get confused when you look at your formula. So it's going to be y2 minus y1. So I look, what is y2? It's 6. So 6 minus y1, which is 2, over x2 minus x1. x2 is 5 minus x1, which is 3. And then you just perform the simple math. 6 minus 2 is 4. 5 minus 3 is 2. And remember, if you can divide it out into a whole number, you do. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So the slope of this line right here is 2. Now, if you think about that, you're going to go up 2, right 1, up 2, right 1. It makes sense that the slope is 2. The next one we're going to also circle the ordered pairs. The first one I'm going to circle is 3, 1. And then I'm also going to circle 5, 4. Again, where they cross over. I had a little bit off on this because I drew the lines, with my ruler, and sometimes you can't always get it perfect. So remember, we have 3, 1, and 5, 4. So I come back over here. I do 3, 1, and 5, 4. Again, I'm going to label x1, y1, x2, y2. So putting it into the formula, it's y2 minus y1. So that's going to be 4 minus 1 over 5 minus 3. And then once you get it set up and put it into the formula, it's easy. 4 minus 1 is 3. 5 minus 3 is 2. The slope, 3 over 2. And remember, you don't turn it into a decimal because you want slope to be a fraction or a whole number. So you just leave it as 3 over 2. The next one, going to come over here and I'm going to find the ordered pairs. I've got 3, 4. And I've also got 6 all the way up here to 8. So remember, 3 right, up 4, 6 right, up 8. X, Y, X, Y. So I come back over here, 3, 4, and 6, 8. So X1, Y1, X2, Y2. Same thing over and over again. You look back to your formula. Remember, it's Y2 minus Y1, 8 minus 4, over 6 minus 3. So 8 minus 4 is 4, and 6 minus 3 is 3. So the slope, 4 over 3. And again, you could go back to your graph and you could count, up 1, 2, 3, 4, right 1, 2, 3. It shows your graph is 4 over 3. So if you're counting, you can do that as well. And then the last one, I'm going to pick 2 ordered pairs. I'm going to pick 1, 4, and 2 up to 7. So remember, it's where they cross over. You have to be specific where they cross over. So it's 1, 4, and 2, 7. So we come over here, 1, 4, 2, 7. So then we label them again, X1, Y1, X2, Y2. So I want you to think about that for a minute while you're watching. It would be 7 minus 4 over 2 minus 1. So remember, you're taking the back minus the back and the front minus the front. So 7 minus 4, 2 minus 1. 7 minus 4 is 3. 2 minus 1 is 1. And remember, if you can divide it out into a whole number, you divide it out. 3 divided by 1 is 3. So wrapping that up, you find 2 points on the line. You write your ordered pairs and label them. And then you plug them into the slope formula. Once you plug them into the slope formula, you either leave it as a mixed number where it's a fraction, or you can divide it out if you can get a whole number. Now, for the testing, to make sure you're watching the videos, I said I was going to show candy or flowers or something. Tonight, I'm choosing to show, while I'm doing the video, some Raisinets. So on the test, it's going to say, which candy did I show during the Find the Slope from a Graph video? So make note that on the Find the Slope from a Graph video, that the candy I showed tonight was Raisinets. I hope you have a good time with slope, and if you have any questions, you can email me as always.